Just awesome. Hello folks, we are camping back in New York. We've made our loop through the Adirondacks and around, and now we're back down in New York. And I'll tell you, there is a lot of free camping in New York. The weather ain't so hot in the winter, but it's not so bad the rest of the year. And it's a little breezy and cool today. As you can tell, I've got jackets on and we've got the tea kettle going up there, out. But every state forest has a place where you can camp. This particular state forest has an actual campground, designated campsites in a loop. They're free. They have porta-johns, really nice, clean porta-johns that apparently nobody uses because the forest over here has got a toilet paper pile that I guess it's the outside latrine. Out. The downsides of the free campsites is they're kind of messy, dirty, especially the boy. He's walking into these weeds that are all over the place and getting covered with these burrs and seeds. About every half a minute I have to brush them out of him, because when I feel through his fur they feel like ticks, and can't have that. He really shouldn't get ticks anyways, but he's got a ton of these seeds in him that they just wiggle their way down into his skin, and then it really does cause irritation. The other thing is that, you know, you go, like I'm here 5 days, and that makes me pretty grungy after 5 days, especially with him, who just laid down in the mud here in front of the trailer. I do have a mat out. Let me show you the whole trailer setup here. So we got a great big site. We are at Stoney Pond State Forest, and it has really nice campsites. They're abused like everybody else. You know, they're free. Nobody takes care of them. Nobody keeps track of them. But you can see on the tree behind the A-liner there's a number 10. And you can actually go online and reserve these. In fact, you have to reserve them to get a permit. They're permit required at this campground. Last week I showed you some free campsites around the Adirondacks that were no permit required, just first come, first serve. But these are permit required, and I reserved this site quite a long time ago, like in April. And it's a pretty nice site. I mean, if you just look what we're under. Unfortunately, the A-liner is pointing in the wrong direction for sunshine and solar. But we're in this beautiful pine forest with a really thick undergrowth of hardwoods, and that just makes it so nice. And today the sun is coming out. It hasn't been very sunny for most of our trip. So in order to stay clean and happy, I have got my outside shower turned into a real shower. Curtain is only halfway around it at the moment. I've got full curtain, of course, but it's been a little windy this morning. I think it's going to calm down as the sun gets high, but I can turn on my hot water and stand out here and take a shower. This is this little bamboo mat that I stand on when I'm showering outside. This goes in this little plastic bag, fits nicely in a cargo drawer. And then I pull it out, put it on the ground, and I'm ready to take a shower. if you are going to do things like take showers on your A-liner, you do have to carry extra water, and I carry 2. These are 5 gallons each. They weigh a ton. 5 gallons of water is 50 pounds, I guess. So they do weigh a lot, and but you know, you got to be able to refill your tank so the shower works, or have a shower setup. I moved my battery inside so these can go on the tongue. I want the battery inside because it's got the solar controller and all that stuff. It's got the inverter all within a couple of inches, so it works a lot better. That's how you take a shower on the outdoors. I will admit, for you taller ladies, I don't know what to tell you. But there's nobody around. Let's be serious. Wow. That is just excellent. That makes you feel like an all-new man. And it takes about 5 gallons of water out of the water tank. So technically I can do 2, but the second one's going to end maybe before I'm done rinsing. So now the important thing is to refill the water tank. Oh, and if you don't have one of these hose nozzle things, you have to change your whole shower handles and everything to get this to work. But it's so easy to do. It's just 4 screws and just screw the hoses on. And they're just hand tight, so it's no big deal, but these are great. It's got all these different settings, and this makes the whole shower thing so easy. All right, here's the fill port for external water. I've got one of my tanks. Take the top off of it. I filled it a couple days ago, so it's full. And I've got a little tiny pump that goes on the drill. The drill attaches on here, and then 2 hose pieces. And the short one, there's a long one and a short one. Where can I get it? And the short one goes in the trailer, and the longer one goes in the bucket. You got to make sure you got the little washers in there so that it doesn't leak all over you. Otherwise it leaks like crazy. So put that in there. Put that in here. And now I got to hook up the drill. See, the water's going in there. And just like that, I've got 5 gallons of water back in the 10-gallon tank. It's about half full, so I think I'll put another one in there. Now the tank is full. I can take these to a gas station or a library or any place and get them refilled. I think I'll take them to my son's. Hello folks. It's another great morning camping. I wanted to talk to you about some of the things about, if you watch my channel and you're a regular subscriber, great. If you're not, why aren't you? But anyways, if you're a regular subscriber, you probably know that I don't stay very often in one spot for more than 2 nights. Now, because of my son's wedding, I'm staying here a whole week. So we're really kind of like putting out the floor mats and getting the, let's see, there's showers out here. And we're doing a lot of things that we're just leaving it set up. Which, one of the things that if you're someplace for a while, and even if you're not someplace for a while, there's so much to clean up and pick up. And there's so much that you use because I'm here for so long, I'm not on the road. I have more time to do stuff, so I'm doing videos and working on the computer and the thing. And one of the things that I'm using is a lot of electricity. And on this campsite, as you can tell, I'm in the trees. It's 9 o'clock in the morning and the sun is up way up over there. I don't have any solar. I don't have any sun on the solar. Actually, let's check that. I've got apps on all my solar stuff that tell me what I'm getting. And this is the solar controller. It tells me I'm getting 15 1/3 volts at 0.19. It's not a lot of energy going in. And I think the fridge, just the fridge running all by itself, uses about 1/4 of an amp. So that runs 24 hours to keep the fridge running. So 1/4 of an amp times 24, we're talking 10 amps total. So if you've only got 40 amps, you're 4 days just running the fridge. The battery would be dead if it was lead acid. Now I've got a lithium in there. I've got 100 amp lithium in there. So it will last 10 days without any solar. But the other app I've got, which you should always have if you've got lithium batteries and solar, is a smart shunt. It's the Victron smart shunt. It's $200, but it's worth every penny. This is what this is saying. This is saying my battery is at 75%, and that I'm using 0.5 amps, or 20 amps. So it's changing. Depends on how the sun and the clouds and everything else, but it gives me a good idea on how long I can last. But it's not real accurate because, of course, this amount of current used changes as I do things. But that's the Victron Smart Shunt, and I'm not paid by them, or it's not a review of them, but I just wanted to show you that, you know, if you're going to be out, like for Slim and I, usually we're out for 2 or 3 days at the most in a place, and then we get out on the road, and out on the road the solar will get a good dose of sunshine, unless it's a really cloudy, icky day. When I moved from the other state forest to here, I was at the other state forest for 2 days. It was a cloudy, rainy day, and when it's cloudy and rainy and driving around and we don't get solar, it's a real big hurt. And a lot of times I'll look for someplace that's got plug-in, that I can plug in for at least 2 hours, 2 or 3 hours. Will charge up the battery pretty good on a lithium battery in my controller. I've got a good setup. The converter that I installed for lithium batteries in the trailer will charge a lithium battery very fast with a lot of amps. It'll push in 20 amps an hour. So that's bringing it up 40 amps in 2 hours. So that's a couple of days of power for me. The best time of the day is going to be shaded. I might have an hour if the sun's over that far, but I think actually the sun's going to be over this way. How would you like to camp here? Does not look like a fun place. This is on the road as I'm driving around this area. You see these guys way back there. Well, after a great shower, it's time to do laundry. We got the pods, we got the laundry. We'll see you at the laundromat. As you may know, when you do laundry, you should separate your whites from your colors and your heavies from your delicates, things like that. I have a pretty good load here. Hopefully these modern washers will separate for me. Now, for the next 20 minutes of this video, you'll just watch these go around in a circle, okay? Well, folks, this is central New York. Lack of sun, frequent rain, dreary, and kind of not much you can do. It's a great place to grow up because you learn that you can still have a lot of fun whether there's rain or not. We get out and we have rain, but we're packing up and we're changing to a state park from the free camping here at Stoney Pond. And I got a wedding to go to tomorrow. My son's getting married. So I hope you enjoyed whatever I did to this, because I don't remember what I've done in 4 days. I hope you enjoyed this. Leave me a comment. 4 days of rain and lack of sun and running around trying to get things ready. It's been quite a day, quite a week. We'll be back home in 7 days, and we'll have some good stuff on the wolf pup after that. So thanks for watching. Thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't. And don't forget the donate button on the webpage. Alright? Go visit the webpage. I'm trying to keep the blog up to date, so there's actually more information there that's going on around us. Alright, bye bye folks. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the road. Bye bye.